Let's now work on chord progressions that modulate. Modulating means that you're changing keys within the same backing track. So the approach here is going to be to change keys anytime we hear a new chord. And that's where your taste can come into the picture. We're going to decide on one of the scales that we've studied because we like the sound of that scale. And sometimes the style of the music that we're going to play over is also going to help us in that choice. But typically, when we're hearing something kind of funky, kind of blues, and it's a minor chord, we're going to decide to use the Dorian mode. That's what's going to happen here in this chord progression that is made of 2 minor chords. We have a B minor chord, B minor 7, followed by a D minor 7. Those 2 minor chords can be treated as really any minor modes, but here we're going to stick to the Dorian mode. We're going to select an area of the fretboard that we want to work on, and we're going to go this simple route. We're going to take the first chord, which is a B minor 7. Do we have a B somewhere on the low E string? Of course we do. It's right here on the 7th fret. We're going to use the E position, which is the simplest to get into, to find. And we have a B here on the 7th fret, and we're going to build that in the E position, which means that our canvas, our blueprint, is going to happen on the right side of that. So if B is on the 7th fret, we're going to build it right here. 3 layers for that B minor 7 chord. The first one is the least expressive. That's going to be the minor 7 arpeggio. We're just following the notes of the chord. The second layer is our minor pentatonic scale within the same position here. And the third layer is the full 7-note Dorian mode in that position. The second chord we're going to play over is a D minor 7, and we'll approach this as a D Dorian chord flavor type of thing. And we need to find a D in this area of the fretboard so that we're sticking to a narrow area of the fretboard. This will help our visualization. It will help our phrasing to be more coherent and smoother. And we do have a D in this area of the fretboard right here on the 6th string, 10th fret. And in order to stay within that zone of the fretboard, we need to use the G position from the CAGED system, because the G position has its root on the 6th string and happens on the left side. So we're staying within that zone of the fretboard. And if we have a D Dorian mode, this would be the position that we're going to use. Here's our D right there. But our focal point, we need to remember, is that D. Really important. That's where knowing where the roots are is so important when you're playing over something. That way you don't get lost and you can focus on targeting the right notes within the right layers. So let's give that a try. This is going to be tabbed out for you. Here we go.